Thank you. Questions and comments? The member for Parkdale High Park.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's hard to know where to start. Let's start by saying to the member from Chatham-Kent, Essex, that he should watch a film called Blackfish, and he should watch the face of that orca mother as her children are being ripped away from her into captivity. He should think about the reality of an animal that is used to swimming miles and miles, we heard about it, and diving a mile, in a pod of 25 to 30, being kept in a swimming pool for her entire life. That is the fate of Kiska. And the answer to the fate of Kiska is not to bring more Kiskas into that fate. The answer is to stop that practice entirely. And in fact, every marine biologist in the world supports this stance. There isn't one who would support what the member is saying. Let me talk about one of them, Jacques Cousteau. How about him? Let's start with him. He said there is as much educational benefit in studying dolphins and whales in captivity as there is in studying humans by observing prisoners in solitary confinement. Again, he said, no aquarium, no tank, however spacious it may be, can begin to duplicate the conditions of the sea, and no dolphin or orca who inhabits one of those aquariums or one of those marine lands can be considered in any way in normal circumstances. Again, or Rick O'Barry, who The Cove, another great movie about the killing of dolphins by Japanese whalers. He was up here, actually, and he met with the Attorney General. And, he said it's just appalling that the people in power haven't done anything to implement the kind of basic, elementary laws which even exist in developing or third world countries to protect animals. I mean, that's what we're dealing with here, not to mention the slap suits against the trainers who worked with the animals, against the Toronto Star, who reported on the trainers who work with the animals, not to mention the 85,000 signatures I personally delivered to this House calling upon this government for action. More later, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions and comments? The member for Northumberland, Quinte West.
Absolutely. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Speaker, let me just try to make some comments from the member from Chatham-Kent in Essex. And Speaker, I did listen intensely as he was speaking for an hour. I think we should give him another hour, frankly, because I was having a hard time making sense of what he was saying. Speaker, he was all over the place. I thought first it was going to be an educational exercise for me, but Speaker, it failed. But let me talk about a couple of things he said. He talked about comparing this